I remember when I first started coaching here, we used to have Valentinos. We take the recruits. It was all buffet, all like $3.99, all you can eat. You guys get it for free up here. It's pretty cool. Just things never change, do they? We've got an interesting couple weeks here. I think we're going to be on the road 8 days in the next 2 weeks with these split schedules. So that's a big challenge for us, is how we're going to manage school, being away. And what I've learned in the first couple weeks here, or the first week in the Big Ten and nationally, there's a lot of teams that can beat a lot of teams. So it's going to be really, really important. Our theme right now is really, really important. Doesn't matter who you're playing, what their record is. You bet we got to bring our A game, and we got to go in super prepared. So that's what we're focused on right now, and then trying to how we're going to offensively be better.
Do you prefer these road trips where you have a day between matches as opposed to back-to-backs?
I don't know. Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know. It gives us a day to prepare, gives us a day to rest, but it makes a long road trip. I mean, it's 4 days, and then we turn right around and do it again next week with a short week. So that's a good question. From a coach's perspective, I like it, but it's a lot of time sitting in a hotel and sitting around. So we'll have to see. We haven't done this before, so we've done where we've a couple times where we played Friday, Sunday. So that's a good question. I don't know.
Was that a feedback given to the Big Ten that they kind of made that adjustment, or that TV, or do you know why there's a lot more of those this year?
So this week, Maryland has a football game, so they just move it to Sunday. And unlike, we're always going to try to find a way to play the same day as football, but some schools don't want to deal with it. So that's why we got moved to Sunday. Next week, Michigan State is trying to play in Breslin Center. So there must have been a conflict Friday, so the Big Ten asked us to move to Thursday. And, so I go to our administration and say, well, we're trying to stay under budget, but that's going to be another night of hotels, another day of food. It's expensive when you're taking a group like we have, another day of the charter sitting there. So, but we're trying to do what help these schools out, and so that's why that one came up. That was supposed to be a Friday, Saturday.
Looking back at the Ohio State film, was it as good as you thought, bad as you thought, or exactly what you thought?
It was a heck of a match. I thought very intense. We didn't play super clean, and like we can. I don't know if Ohio State feels that way, but we made a lot of big plays and, found a way to get to Game 5, which was huge. And I thought if we could get to Game 5, we'd have a chance if we could put it together, and we did, and made a couple of big plays. And that's what I've been challenging our team. If you want to win 2-point games, you got to make big plays when it matters most. And, I'll tell this story for Tom Chattel because we grew up with the Chargers, San Diego Chargers. That's what they used to be before they were L.A. And Don Coryell was the coach, and they get down to the end of the game and they have all these trying to figure out what plays they're going to call, whatever. And then Don Coryell takes Dan Fouts and just says, throw it to JJ. So he'll know what I'm talking about because I just want to entertain him and, make it special here because I saw him on the news. He was at the Creighton men's basketball practice yesterday. So anyway, it comes down to, hey, you got to throw it to the right guy and make a big play. And for us, it's setting the right person, it's making a big play, serving a tough serve. And that's what this team, we lost a lot of close games last year, and I've been on them the whole year about winning those close matches. And so they did a great job, and, we made a couple really big plays.
Who's your J.J. Jefferson?
John Jefferson, great receiver.
Yeah. Well, who is yours, Jefferson?
Oh, well, it was we got a lot, but depends who's in the front row.
Right.
But it's Whitney and Maddie have been merging. Lindsey Krause's made some big plays. We also have to make a big serve. We served really tough at the end there and gave us chances. And Becca Alec had a huge kill, which we couldn't run that play all night, and they run it in Game 5, and she just, that was a impressive play by her, Ani setting her and Becca killing it. So I want everybody to feel like they're the JJs.
How much have you seen Kennedy kind of grow, especially this year with things that have been always going her way?
She, what was great for her was in Game 5, she went competitive mode and played really well. And that was good to see because it could have gone a lot of different ways. But she's a great competitor, and she really stepped it up in Game 5.
John, what's been the response from your team? Obviously, Saturday was such an emotionally draining match and you yourself got emotional after it. How have they kind of responded in practice this week?
Well, we only had one practice, and they got after it because they don't have a choice. So you can pretty much say that every day. We're going to get after it every day in practice, and they understand that, and they come in, and I told them we got to get better today, and so they respond great.
John, how do you explain the service error numbers? It seems kind of abnormal.
I have no idea. I don't know if it's the curse of Devaney. It's unreal. I mean, it's mind-boggling. I have no idea. One theory is we start off missing serves, so then the other team starts missing, and then it just goes from there. So I don't know. It's crazy. But
Have you seen anything like this
no,
before?
no. And we pretty much have the same servers, but from last year, we were a great serving team, and but here's the other good thing about it is, we just went 2 matches against Michigan State, 3 games, and Ohio State against 5, and only got ace 1 time. That's pretty dang impressive. And we're trying to get more aces, which we're starting to getting a few more, but I don't know if it's, it's hard to play against us, so you feel like you got to crank up your serve because you got to deal with so many good hitters. But I don't know. I don't know if it's the stress of being in Devaney, but I'm seeing it in some other gyms too. So it's, but we gotta smooth that out.
Can we just talk to me about Mendelson? How unique of an athlete is she, and how you guys are going to manage the, obviously she's yours right now, but what kind of athlete is her? Is she with
She's, she just got a great mindset. She's a great competitor. I just looked at our stats after 20 points. I mean, she plays her best volleyball after 20 points. If you look at her stats, she's still young, but we've thrown her into kind of a new spot. She doesn't care. She wants to play, and she competes. And that's her gift. She's a great competitor. And that's how if you're going to do 2 sports, you better love competition.
What areas have you seen her develop the most in the first month and a half of the season?
Just getting comfortable with the role we've created for her and understanding, going against these great hitters and blocking them. And we're still trying to figure out how to get her a few more kills. And we made some adjustments this weekend, and I think it helped. But you don't just do that. And you just don't change your golf shot in one day and go out and shoot 10 strokes better. I don't know, maybe some of you guys do, I don't know. But
John, you've only been out of the state once so far this year, and that was for the Kentucky match. You got ready to maybe get away. And
yeah, I always think it's,
some of the things that occur when you're away.
yeah, one of the good things is when we go on these longer road trips, it gives me a chance to sit down with them, check in with their goals, how they're doing. We get to watch more video than, because our schedules are so tight here. So it does give us some time to really connect, and we don't go. Some teams go to New York and go downtown or whatever. We're still business, but it gives us time to connect, which I like. We have some free time.
John, how much is, when you go to these places, the Marylands and Michigan State, that you guys are so marked because of your ranking and tradition, and you feel like, does it take time for maybe younger players to get used to that, or is that not a big deal?
I think they get indoctrinated here.
But going on the road, being
Yeah.
like, that's the biggest match, one of the biggest matches for most
Yeah.
teams of the year, right?
Yeah, I think they're used to it. I mean, they just understand it's Nebraska and this is the way it is.
Why are you fine with playing when there's a home volleyball match when there's also a home football game? Or why do you want to do that when other people are moving around?
Yeah, well, first of all, we like to give them Sundays off, so they have a day off, because if you play Sunday and then you take Monday off, they really don't get a day off because they're in school. So they never really get a day to themselves, and I see that wear on athletes. And then, why not? And I'm glad Nebraska has the capability and the administrative support that they want to do that. And it's a great day for, let's say people are driving. I already know how many people come from like North Platte to our matches and have season tickets. Because when I go speak, I always ask, who has season tickets? When 200 people raise their hands, I'm like, are you guys kidding me? You guys drive all the way to Nebraska volleyball matches? And they're going, yeah. And it's all over the western part of the state. And what's great is they can come in for football, volleyball, make it a great day, spend the weekend in Lincoln. Hotels like it. Barry's likes it. So everybody's happy. And I think our players, I think, like playing the same day as football. It's a sports day. And then Sunday should be a day to recover and take a nap and, get caught up.
More questions for Coach?
Man, you guys are into it today.